I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Hello.
All right. I'm ready to go with the show.
Yeah, just we got to make sure that nothing's coming out of here when the show's happening.
Muted.
There we go.
Even our mics are muted from the board, so.
Ryan never got back. We don't know what his deal is.
No, he might be driving.
Oh, that's true. Well, we'll hop in.
Hopefully he doesn't text and drive. Well, we got a tight run sheet, so.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. You will go into I know a little bit of where the
How's the hardcore is? That's in
I don't know.
St. James at the Sportsplex.
Yes,
Tickets are on sale right now.
Yeah. I don't know about the WTF. Oh yeah, WTF video.
We don't know where it's from though.
Do you want to actually start up with I think it's ZZW.
Okay, we could go with that, and then we have to do these in order. The match sheets are in order too.
Yeah.
So we have to do these in order because we have graphics that are going up,
Okay, cool.
and they're in order by date anyway. So
Yeah. I think instead of running over the full card, we should just give the main events and go through them.
if you want, because we got Mike Law coming at 8:30.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got Eric Jaden calling in at
Oh, Eric Jaden's calling it.
Yeah. I guess it would be on my channel, wouldn't it? Because I've already. Oh, that's the belly rumbling. There we go. All right. I'm on the channel, but I don't see the feed yet.
There it is. You have to search under channels. Is the video live? If you can't look at live on the. Want me to grab your computer?
Well, he's doing it right now, and it's not coming up.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. Are we going live now? Can we go?
Yeah, I think he's got preparing to stream.
Can we go? Nope, no, not yet. Well, what about now? Ryan's not coming.
Okay. Cool deal.
It says live now, and it's showing me the picture. Yeah. Refresh.
I'm refreshing.
I think it's because you're on the you're on the. If you maybe search it, running radio, it might pop up.
Thanks, caps lock.
Do today. Oh, there you go.
You found it?
He's
Working on it live now, it says,
yeah.
but it's not coming up. I don't see it.
Wait, go back to what you just did. Go back.
Uh,
Click the live now button.
I did.
That's weird. Maybe he's got it up there. Maybe.
I wonder if it's because it's all on the same internet.
No.
I'm just throwing stuff out. Live streams.
There we go. There it is.
Oh, look, there we are.
Okay.
That's cool. It just has the.
Hey, all right. If you want to roll it in as the intro, we can get started.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just
You
say.
got it? You got to go to live stream.
Live stream? Where's that on the phone?
Yeah, we'll just say for the video, which is for the
Run
video.
your intro
Can we go?
No, not yet.
What about now?
Wait, it's just about to happen.
What about now?
All right, let's go.
Welcome to Run In Radio! I'm the smooth voice Sith Ryan Perry alongside my partner in crime, Sean the Heel Wolf.
Shut up! You're dragging us on already. We got a show to do.
Damn, Sean, why are you always yelling at me like that? I didn't even tell them about Instagram where they can follow us at Run In Radio, or Twitter where they can follow and tweet us at Run In Radio.
I suppose you want to tell them about the fan line now, which is 631-386-8229.
Well, now that you bring it up, yeah, sure, you can call us at...
Do I have to repeat this again? It's 631-386-8229. Can we get on with the damn show already?
Okay, fine. Should we start?
Yeah, let's.
What about now?
All right, now.
Okay, good.
This,
And we're live. We
Yes,
just
we
got
are.
told that we're live.
just now, and we also were told that Ryan will not be joining us tonight as well.
How dare that guy?
Well, thank you for checking out the show again. For the second week in a row, we are live streaming on YouTube. Thanks for the guys at QuickCast.
Quickcast.
Always going far and beyond what they should do for three wrestling fans.
Well, one fan and two guys who work in it.
Well, anyway, so we have a couple. You made this lovely run sheet if you want to get
I do.
started.
I love this run. I make these run sheets every week now.
There it is. So, we crazy week, a lot of stuff, and we are live.
We are. Just in case you're just joining us, we're live.
Well, tonight we have a couple guests coming in. We have Mike Law.
He'll be here in person,
He'll be here in person.
and we'll have Eric Jaden over the phone.
That's do you know what? So he'll be calling in later on, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be calling in at about 8:20, 8:25 or so, and we'll have Mike Law about 8:30.
That works for me. That's cool.
Works for us.
Well, a lot of news over the weekend besides in the wrestling world.
It was a crazy news week.
Crazy weekend. I wanted to. Your run sheet is great, but I did want to say a couple things that I brought in.
Run with it.
UFC 199. I know this is a wrestling podcast, but I wanted to say UFC 99 is better than the stories that show had was better than I've seen in wrestling in the past couple months. Even though it's MMA, but Michael Bisping winning the middleweight title was really cool, and seeing and now we found out that Brock Lesnar is coming back for UFC 200. How do you feel about that? Any opinions about
That was going to be a should we care, but we'll talk about it right now.
I didn't know. Well, you didn't put that on
That's
there.
because I leave that stuff open for you guys to write down.
Well, let's go. Let's start with the should we care
Yeah,
segment.
so then should we care?
I think we
Brock
should.
Lesnar.
I think we should because I have a feeling that when they did this fight, they already knew Hunt was going to do it. And I think people that do not follow MMA think that Hunt is an easy fight. And it's not going to be easy for either guy. I feel like one guy is a genetic freak. The other guy is a fighter that hasn't had any breaks. He hasn't taken a time off, let alone maybe healing some injuries. But this Mark Hunt is an active fighter that right now is having a career resurgence. So this is not an easy fight for either of them. One guy's been off. He's able to rest. He's been doing professional wrestling.
Yeah, but Lesnar's been wrestling. So
yeah, but this is an MMA fight. This is
but how is he going to transition back into MMA?
Well,
is he going to be the beast that everybody hopes he is because he's been fake punching people for 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I think that I heard he's been training since April. That's a good enough for a fight camp, but is it good enough for being out for 5 years and coming back into the octagon? I think this fight is tough for both guys because one guy is a genetic freak, the other guy is having this big career resurgence where he's knocking people out and having these spectacular fights. The guy knocked out Frank Mir in I think it was the first round a couple months ago. So this fight is actually going to be pretty entertaining. I don't see it going past the first round, but I think we should care. I think that's really cool deal that UFC and WWE are kind of having. I heard that I think we're getting a phone call right
We
now.
are, I think. Hold on one second. Hey, can you hear us? Hey, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Still figuring
Can
out
you hear
some
us?
stuff here.
Can
Quick
you
Cast
hear
is doing
us?
great though. All you guys.
Yeah, it's just
How's it
all
going?
us.
How's it going, Anthony? By the way, you can call and say hi. How are you?
Hello, can you hear us?
I don't think we're going to be able to hear him over.
Oh, wait, I'm working on it. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now.
That's awesome. Who's on the phone with us?
Eric Jaden.
Oh wow!
Hey, John, can you hear him okay? Eric, say something else.
I'm sexy.
That is right.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on,
Still doing some stuff
we're gonna
to make this great. Quick Cast, you're doing great.
All right, Eric, try that. How does that work for you?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, we're on the phone with Eric Jaden. How are you doing, Mr. Self-Proclaimed Authority of Sexiness?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. What's going on, guys?
Now they're really just hanging out, talking some wrestling.
Yeah.
How about you?
Just doing the show.
Oh, man, I'm glad you guys got me on. I got a lot of wrestling to talk about. A lot of big stuff coming up. Just recently found out that I am going to be, on June 25th, I'm going to be facing WWE legend, the Brooklyn Brawler, on his first match since he left the WWE and his first debut back in Brooklyn. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I read about that today.
Wait, who's your? I couldn't hear you. Who are you facing? I'm sorry.
He's wrestling the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yes,
It's awesome.
I actually saw that JR gave a shout out to the Brooklyn Brawler for
Yeah.
and wished him good luck for that match. What do you think about that? JR wished the Brooklyn Brawler, your opponent, good luck.
You know, I guess I'll share some stuff. It's a lot of stuff behind this, man. I wasn't really privy to until now. I mean, the E has eyes on this match that I found out, so I'm excited about that. And a lot of people are behind this, one being JR, I think, when he did tweet that on there. This also talks about right after this match, the Brooklyn Brawler going on the Chris Jericho podcast and talking about the match and the promotion. So there's a lot of media hype behind this coming up, and we're really excited. We've gotten tons, spoken with a promoter, tons and tons of inquiries about it. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. We kind of rocked that place out there, man. Maybe packed it in with 1,000 people over in Brooklyn.
Wow, that's great. What do you have to say to the Brooklyn Brawler going into this match?
Well, I hope he's ready. That's what I have to say. I know the Brooklyn Brawler is up there in age, but I know that he's not a slouch either. So I know I'm going into this fight, with the mentality it's actually going to be a fight. I mean, he's a brawler. Okay, let's get that fact. The guy kicks, punches, scratches, bites. And I'm too sexy for that guy.
But
You know what I'm saying? I am. I need to protect the face. You know what I'm saying? I'm a corporate model. I'm a corporate playboy. I mean, I do photo shoots. I mean, I got a photo shoot scheduled in July with Errol Pastal, which I'm excited.
Did we lose him?
Much either. I can fight.
well, I wouldn't be afraid of the Brooklyn Brawler given his great win-loss record against your sexiness.
Okay. Actually, I understand what you're saying.
Because we know that the Brooklyn Brawler has lost way many more matches than he's ever won as a professional wrestler. And if I were you, I'd just be oozing confidence walking into this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Listen, it's not the first actual legend I faced. I've been very, I gotta say, lucky, but, I like to face legends because, what really pisses me off, guys, that these guys, okay, they're established, they did their thing, but they like to come into promotions and think that they're just going to run roughshod. It's not going to happen, dude. I have faced the Nasty Boys, Tito Santana, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, ECW legends, the Balls Mahoney, rest in peace. I had a great match with him, the FBI, so on and so on. And I'm to the point where I'm not going to let these legends just come in and take over. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. All right? Your time came and went. And for me, the Brooklyn Brawler should be buried 6 feet down in a box that says never, ever open again. That's what should happen.
Well, again, given his win-loss record, you certainly got a decent shot at that.
Yeah, definitely. So, listen, as long as he doesn't mess up my face, I'm happy. But I'm going to fight.
He shouldn't mess up your face, because I hear that your modeling career is, like, really taking off.
You don't even understand, man. I just finished.
See, I do my homework.
Well, you do. And you know what? And that's what makes you a great heel commentator, a great heel personality. You should have won Heel of the Year. I was really pissed off about that award thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have won Heel of the Year. Like, one of you fine athletes should have. I just sit at a table every week and talk about wrestling.
Yeah, but you tell it like it is, which is good, because we don't have people out there that is sugarcoated. You go into the middle, you say what it is, and we need more guys like you, brother.
That's cool. Thanks. So what else have you got going on, other than this great match with the Brooklyn Brawler?
Yeah, so June 25th, I'll be over in Brooklyn. I guess, again, against the Brooklyn Brawler for Legendary Action Wrestling. And, guys, if you, fans out there, you have not checked out that promotion is really, really happening on there. It's going to be one of the top promotions. Next to Recombination Wrestling, also on June 25th. So I'm kind of working 2 shows. I'm going to be at the Law Show first, and then running out to Recombination. They just started running up a couple months ago, and they're on fire, big time. And my first match with them, I faced the elite athlete Michael Lando. So I'm sure you guys.
Oh,
know
wow,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, great worker, man. I was very, very blessed and humbled to work with him. Second show out there, faced Too Hot Steve Scott. So that was one major slugfest between me and him. And on June 25th, I'm facing Sonny Kiss, the Concrete Rose. So I'm excited. So that's also we're gonna amp the raunchiness level up with that match also.
Got a busy schedule.
He does. That's because he's the authority on sexiness.
It seems like you're facing a lot of you're facing some legends and a lot of up and coming guys.
Yeah, it's just gotten super busy. This weekend, Friday, I'll be over at PWA Connecticut for their Friday fight nights. I've been going back and forth on that. I've been over in Sanctuary Wrestling over in Pennsylvania. So it's just been super busy every month, and I'm be making my return back to Georgia in the summer, which basically is another month, up in July. So I'll be wrestling down there for Rocky King Promotions. So I'm excited. There, I love it out there. That's a great kayfabe crowd. They hate heels. I love it. This is awesome. Last time I was there, I got to wrestle the Rock and Roll Express, which was super awesome. So a lot of stuff coming up, man. And you know what? I'm actually very happy the way my career has been going. And I'm looking to take it to another level, guys. I'm making some moves right now to get me more, spotlight. I'm trying to get into TV. I got a couple tryouts that I'm working on to get on. So this is not the last time you're having me on the radio show, because I have big things coming, and I'm hoping everything falls through.
Man, we look forward to you being here soon. Now that we're on video, thanks to QuickCast.
Yeah, you got to come in the studio and hang out.
And the studio's all brand new. We're inside. We're inside of a different studio.
Oh yeah, and I saw some pictures of it. So I had to apologize. I did send Sean a message. I told him, unfortunately, bad guys don't have any consideration.
Exactly.
So I got stuck. So I will definitely be there next time you guys want me. I want to check out the new studios. You guys are fun. I love running radio. It's always been a blast.
Yeah, and we enjoy having you. We'll get you here in the next couple of weeks.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, sir, and we look forward to seeing you in the studio soon.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Bye-bye.
It's always fun talking to him.
Yeah, we definitely, now that we're on YouTube, we should totally get some of his beauty shots to put up during his.
Well, we're going to work on that next.
Oh yeah, but no, I mean, he's got he's a
We
model.
had planned for him to be here.
Yeah.
And but life happens. So.
Any ETA on the Colossus?
I have not heard anything yet, but he should be here in a little bit.
Well, as this is going on right now, NXT The End is happening, and it should be a very interesting night on WWE NXT.
Yes, I've been told no spoilers.
No spoilers, but
Even though I have the WWE app on my phone, which
Yeah,
every
no.
time I'm like, I really should shut the notifications off because I'm not gonna make it for the live pay-per-view and I can watch the show later. And nope, because I still get the notifications.
yeah, definitely. Just what I do is you just turn off the app. Just go to settings and turn off the app.
I know, but I forget to do that.
Yeah.
And then like the results of the first
Well-
match will come, ding, and I'll be like, damn it.
Well, I think tonight, since now the draft's happening, I think everything that was supposed to originally happen for this is going to change. It should be really I don't know if they're going to swap titles. I don't know. I feel like some of the main guys are about to go up for the draft.
I heard rumors that they were gonna break up Enzo and Cass.
Well, no, they're not in NXT anymore, though.
Right. Well, it's just the NXT draft.
Well, I'm talking about how tonight's the NXT The End, and what I'm saying is the roster they have now. I originally heard the plan, a plan idea that was floating around. Whoever's going to win against Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, one of those guys, the loser of that match, was going to go up to the main roster. But I'm pretty sure they're probably both going to go up to the main roster, and I'm pretty sure if they need a bunch of people to come up, like not to have American Alpha up there, who is a great tag team, or the Rivalry.
Yeah.
The Revival would be. There's so much top talent. They got to keep some guys, but start bringing some guys up if they're going to need to fill up two rosters.
You need somebody to take the belts off a New Day already. I mean, I love the gimmick, but it's been way too long.
No, they're doing that. They're doing that big. They're doing that Money in the Bank. It's going to be New Day, Enzo and Cass, the Club, and the Vaudevillains tag team titles.
Hopefully, New Day doesn't come out of there as tag team champions.
And the last thing on this sheet before and then we'll hop into this sheet was Will Ospreay won the Super Juniors. Like I said last week, I was predicting him winning. Great main event, and he is the youngest person to ever win the Super Juniors. I think the third foreigner and the first person from England to win it. Very cool stuff. Everybody should watch the whole Super Juniors series. It was great. He's setting up Will Ospreay is setting up a feud with Kushida, and yeah, just everybody should get the New Japan World Network. If you have WWE Network, it's been top to bottom the best $8 I spend a month, and you get great matches. You got the whole Super Juniors, and you're getting the whole G1 for $8. And people are paying like $25 a pay-per-view. You could just get get Google Chrome, hit the translate button, and then you're all set.
There you go.
And now you could go. Now we'll start on your run sheet.
Well, we got Mike Law coming any minute, so we're going to be able to sit down with him. So let's see. How about we do how about we show real quick the WTF video of the week?
Oh yeah,
a brand new segment that we're airing because Ryan's not here and we can do stuff like that.
It's nothing to do with Ryan.
But
At all.
here's the what the fuck video of the week.
We got like a lot of. I'm gonna look at this TV. There we go.
There we go. Here we go. Quickcast is awesome.
Now tell him who's in this match. Tell him it's Joey Janela taking this huge bump right now. Boom.
Oh man, that is just insane.
Oh man, this was over the weekend in New Jersey, I believe.
Right? We thought it was a CZW show. Right?
Yeah, I can believe it is. Yeah,
What?
Danzig.
We can't see any security wearing shirts. No.
Yeah, no. But man,
That was a smooth transition.
That
Wow.
Not the move. That was pretty insane. I can't believe he's still alive. On the Pro Wrestling Sheet.
Are they still alive?
They both are. Pro Wrestling Sheet posted that, and it caught like that video has been getting a lot of traction. It's unreal. That was like what? Like how high was that? Like 30 feet?
Yeah. Yeah, that was just insane. Going through like light bulb tubes and wood and fire onto the bed of a pickup truck. Like all you were missing was some thumbtacks and a kitchen sink.
No, I can't. Did this sound play on that over there? It did. Good, because I had no idea. When you hear everyone go crazy, everyone's cheering. It's
Yeah, like
it's
holy
insane,
crap.
that video.
But that's our new segment. Whenever we get a video that catches our attention like that, we're gonna throw it
Yeah,
on.
there you go.
Because it seemed it just was like, wow, that was insane. So have you heard of this GoFundMe campaign?
No, yeah. When you put it on here, I didn't see anything about it. I don't know.
Apparently FSW has this GoFundMe campaign for a new like wrestling school / Ludus center.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried to reach out to FSW to see if it was real or not, but we heard nothing back.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Had no idea about that. So wait, would they want a new center? They want a
Apparently,
new-
there's a GoFundMe campaign for like $4,000 that they need to raise for this new Ludus Center school, and they're relying on
Do you have the link? We'll
other people
promote
to
it.
do it.
We'll promote it. It's
Promote? I don't know if that's such a good idea. Promote it. Well, I mean,
no. Wait, well, if it's approved by them, if it's not, I don't know.
yeah, I've not heard anything back from them,
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
and we reached out to them for comment. But yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it, and if it's if we feel it's worth it, we'll definitely share it.
Well, and you also have on the which I did see is House of Hardcore is
House of Hardcore
is happening on
is
Long
coming
Island
to Long Island in September.
at the Sports Arena in St. James.
Yes. Tickets are on sale right now on houseofhardcore.net, and they start at $30, and I've seen them go all the way to like 300.
Really? They're gonna
Really?
Well, I think it's going to do very well. That will
It's
sell
definitely
out.
going to do very well because that's Tommy Dreamer's thing. Orlando announced it. Orlando from 94.3 The Shark announced it this morning. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. I would highly suggest if you have no hookups or anything, get tickets
And
now.
you've got like $200 lying around.
Maybe some wrestlers could get work doing some ring crew stuff, get in, but you should totally buy tickets now for it because that's 100% going to pack out for sure, and you should get it.
Yeah, I don't know how many people. I don't know how many people the St. James that sports arena holds.
And what was? It's going to be St. James Sports Arena. Has any of the card been announced? Probably not yet.
Nothing's been announced right
Okay.
yet, other than there's going to be a
Show there. Well, that's all you should know. It's gonna these shows are really picking up. If you notice, there's a nice trend with these shows, and what I kind of like is that you see wrestlers that have up and coming wrestlers that were big names, wrestlers that are going to be huge. Oh wow! VIP premium seats, $300. If you got $300, get some premium seats. But also wrestlers that are leaving big companies like Ring of Honor, WWE used to pop up. I remember when last year, or 2 years ago now. Oh my God, it's almost 2 years ago when Alberto Del Rio showed up there as his first performance as Alberto El Patron, and Rey Mysterio had his first appearance there back. It's definitely, you're going to see a good show, and I highly recommend just getting tickets now because you don't want to miss it and then watch it on your computer and say, I could have been there. And this is the first time it's ever on Long Island, right?
Yes, I believe so. They're making it Long Island debut.
And I thought it was going to be at like a Creative Pro, or I thought it was going to be at NYWC or something. But
No,
like, it's
apparently
cool.
they found this place, the sports arena in St. James.
Yeah, I've been to a couple Premium Gloves MMA shows there.
It's been
And, yeah.
it's going to be on September 16th, and tickets are on sale right now. houseofhardcore.net.
Pick them up. You don't want to miss out on anything like that.
Right.
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 Well-
So now let's run down some other shows since we talked about the House of Hardcore.
By the way, guys, if you didn't know, NXT Brooklyn tickets went on sale today. The pre-sale fastest.
They're doing another show in Brooklyn?
Another show in Brooklyn, August
gotta go to
20th.
that one.
First, the highest. They said the fastest selling pre-show ever at the Barclays Center. The
Wow.
pre-sale went up. It's done. It was not even.
It's done already?
Pre-sale sold out in a minute, 60 seconds or something like that.
I'm sure when production goes in there, they'll open up some seats.
Apparently, if you want tickets, they go on sale on Friday. Apparently, all the travel packages got all the good seats, so you're looking at nosebleeds.
Wow.
But it's happening August 20th at Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Barclays Center in Brooklyn. All right, so now let's talk about shows, and let's try to experiment with some more graphics.
If you're watching this right now, guys, this is we're figuring everything out. Oh, Warriors of Wrestling.
See that? The Warriors of Wrestling show. That's this weekend, isn't it? 6/11? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
At
done.
Fun Station in Staten Island. You can look at the address right there, and tickets are on sale at warriorsofwrestling.com.
How about you run down the card a little bit?
I don't think
We don't have the card?
No, we might have the card. I think I found the card and I posted it. Let's see. Oh yeah, look, I found it on a Facebook event. They're forecasting thunderstorms, and it's 3 days from now. Look at that. The conflicted animal Juba will go against former WWE star Hendrich.
Is that this? That's this show?
Yeah, that's the show.
Really? I don't even see him on the flyer there. Wow. Oh, I know. Okay, yeah,
What
I
are you
do.
talking
Yeah.
about?
No, I was saying Juba.
Oh, yeah, I did say Juba. He's the conflicted animal Juba.
No, I didn't see him on the flyer.
Oh,
That's
is
what I was
Juba
saying.
I don't see Juba on the flyer, no.
Oh, wow. Jamie Noble's going to be there? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, meet and greet. Jimmy Hart.
There's going to be a meet and greet with a few people. Autograph signings from Gene Okerlund, Jimmy Hart, Jamie Noble, Velvet Sky, and Tatanka will be signing autographs at this event. Tatanka. Who doesn't want an autograph from Tatanka? I'll wait. No? All right.
I'll take an autograph. When I was at WrestleMania, when I saw him in the Battle Royal, I was like, Tatanka's there. I'm like, oh, in the crowd? No, in the match. Tatanka is in the match right now.
Oh, and Gilbert and Dink the Clown will be there too. Dink, not Doink. Or that cheap imitation imposter that everybody's been yelling at for years.
Okay, well, Funked Up, right? That's the next one.
Yeah, that's the next day in Huntington, New York. FTW presents Funked Up. I don't know if we had matches for this one.
I assume
I didn't see any, no.
All that matters is on that poster, my boy Donnie Dixon's on that poster. Look at him.
Yes, he is. Look at
Looks
that.
great. My former
right below
frat
Eric
brother.
Buda, too.
It's really cool this is happening in Huntington. That means it's a short drive for me. So I was supposed to go to a show this weekend, but I had work. But this week, I'm definitely going to be able to go to this show.
This one will be worth it to check out because there's Raven on the poster, too.
Yeah, he's there. You got a little bit of everybody there. You got Earl Cooter. You're all set.
Yep. Love that Earl Cooter. Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right, we got WFW, this brand new promotion that it's going to be.
Oh, yeah, we
Friday,
ran through this card last week.
June 24th. That's NYWC Sportatorium. And the doors open to that one at 6:30, and bell time is 7 p.m. And we do have some matches that are right here. Let's see. We got the main. Let's see if we can find the main event. No, Juba's going to be there too. It says that right there. Juba's going to be in attendance.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to do?
There you go. You got it up there.
Yep. And there's a Tier 1 championship match where Rude Boy Riley will face Tyler Murphy for the Tier 1 championship. Again, with all of this stuff. And what else? You got the... let's see. You got the...
There we go. Oh, he's past it. I think our guest is here. There's a match on this show. We got so much going on.
Yeah, we got so much going on. We're trying to get some ironed out.
Well, basically, go to the show. We're gonna Juba will be in attendance, and the Big O will be in attendance. I think there'll be former NXT superstar Bull James will be in attendance, signing pictures.
Sonny Kiss versus Johnny Malloy. That's the match I'm looking forward to seeing.
There you go. We got a lot. Anthony Gagone will be on the card. A lot of stuff going on. Is there? And then the last show.
There's one more show which we will be at, all of us together, and that's the NLW, the Next Level Wrestling, Stage 3.
Uh-oh, who's calling in?
I don't know who that is.
You want to set up the mic?
No, we're okay for right now. That's probably somebody trying to get in.
We're doing great tonight.
We are. Quick
Next Level Wrestling is going to be a very good show. This is their third event. First two shows were great. We're getting another call.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Caller, you're on the air. Hello? Caller? And he's gone. And he's gone. I wonder
I
if
think
that was
he's
Mike
there.
trying to tell us, yo, I'm here. How do I get into this
631
place?
area code.
It could be Mike Law
The
saying,
caller's still on
how
there.
do I get
though.
into this place? Oh, why? Hello? Can you hear us? Is anybody there? Nope, we're on okay. I don't know. Oh, he's gone now. No, he's there. And now he's gone.
Okay.
All right. So this ought to be a very interesting show.
Yeah.
Look at that wide shot right there. Wow.
Usually,
That is QuickCast is an incredible place to be.
yeah.
You see that? That's like awesome.
So we have Mike Law coming in right now. Did he get in? Is he parked?
He's parking.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, all right. So we're gonna be doing the pre-show to Next Level Wrestling. We're gonna go on an hour, 15 minutes.
You put that
with
together,
QuickCast.
and Quick Hats are gonna be there too, and we're gonna do some interviews, talk to some
Wrestling
guys.
interviews,
Yeah.
talk about the match card. You know who's gonna be where.
Yeah.
You know, some magic might even happen. You know, we're gonna get out into the crowd and play around a little bit. You know, talk to the people in the crowd.
Are we?
Hey, why are you here?
That's true. I think our guest is here. Is he coming in?
Is he coming in?
I'm
He's
gonna
probably
stand.
He's probably like, you're on a production. He's like, you're on a truck. What are you kidding?
Well, oh, he might have walked to the other studio. I'm gonna take this mic and get it set up for our guest.
Hey, where's he going? I don't know. All right, so that's all.
Yeah,
so that's all
I'll
the
go track him
shows.
down.
That's all the shows for the rest of this month.
I'll be back. I'll get him.
And you're running out already. At least there's not a pen for you to
Run,
click.
run out radio. You got it.
So that's all the shows going on, and wow, suddenly I'm alone. Are we cutting a break? Is that what you did? That's awesome. No, they can't. Ryan's on the text saying he was here. Can you hear me, Bob? There were two balls right there.
Judge ya, that'll come later. Quietly a screaming, I'm still gonna take ya. Life is so short when presented the creator. Supervise the undertaker as you meet your maker. I'm watching while you're comatose. There when you overdose. Behind you in the doctor's diagnosis. Inside of yokes, I got the world's most impressive winning streak. Nations
You're doing well.
simply increase my work week. That black cloud you see is kinda like my pet. I ride to the party late with my family you've met. My first cousin is pain, my uncle's name's upset. Not always flashy when I pull up drunk in a Corvette. No headlights on, broken from a utility pole. Running red lights, speeding past patrol. Drove the wrong way down a one-way street.
Oh yeah, as soon as we'll switch this because playing.
Flipped over twice, now it's kinda hard to breathe. In a week I'll be sleeping next to a black reef. I'm in nobody's debt, move around, free as I want. 1 second I'm in Cali, the next in Vermont. I'll introduce myself to every person you know. With fear in their eyes, they all want me to go. They all get religious as I start shaking their hand. I'm the one product you need, but I'm never in demand. I'm coming for everyone, no way out. I'm terror personified, scream and shout. So I'm free to die, that no one really lives. But as soon as I happen, everyone forgives. I'm coming for everyone, no way out. I'm terror personified, scream and shout. So I'm free to die, that no one really lives. But as soon as I happen, everyone forgives. You can bite the big one, pull the plug, bite the dust. I come for everyone, whether honorable or unjust. And me and taxes are the only things that are certain. Take a final bow because I'm closing the curtains. Dear dearly departed, you can shit me, but I'll catch
Like a
up.
minute
If you're poison, I'll cook a batch up. Smoke that alcohol, sex, drugs, and stress. I see it as progress, you see it as regress. Nonetheless, moderation is key, but you love excess. I take it as a sign your soul's mine to possess. I'm the sixth man on the bench to put you 6 deep. In a pound box is where you'll find eternal sleep. Then be elite, your soup will be cheap. Tears will be shed, it'll be grim when I reap. I'm warning you, do not cross that line. If you do, you might get that line. In no time, nature will be feeding the worms. You can say thanks, but I don't care if you squirm. Don't mind.
Oh, you gotta get started. We gotta.
Am I looking?
Looking good.
You're looking great on camera.
Excited.
No, you're on there.
Yeah, we're on
We're in
the
the
air.
air live.
Yeah,
We had enough
we're
time to
live.
transition. We
Thanks for the
know that.
countdown, guys.
Well, listen, this is new video, so shit happens.
You're the captain. You're calling.
You're the El Capitan here. What's going on, Sean? What are we doing?
Side of me all night.
See, you were so happy though. We came in. Look at this great background we got.
I like it.
Quickcast
I look
is doing
tanner,
awesome.
And you two, you guys look tanner than you really
Well,
are.
I just look a little red.
I just look like I
like it.
just
like
like I
it. It has
got,
color.
I just look like I grew in a radish factory. That's all.
There you go. For those of you who don't know who I am, can you introduce me?
Well, you are the colossal Mike Law. So I mean, we were trying to get through all the other stuff.
Also, his new name is the Hero. He's
Right.
A bunch of people across the street. That's why he's late.
Wow, you really are learning how to work, man. Like a bunch of people. It was 2 people. They were involved in a car accident literally as I was coming into the studio. And I did my good duty for the day. Called the police, you know. And no one can say I'm a bad guy after that. No one's hurt, I don't think.
I've known you for about 2 years, and I never thought you were a bad guy ever.
You were one of the few. I think most people, I think Sean included, thinks I'm a bad person.
I don't think you're a bad person.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's
just-
unfortunate.
I just have to
I'm a
say
really
that.
nice guy once you get to know me.
I just have to say that because you're on the show.
Yeah,
You're-
of course. But I like what you guys have done with the place.
Yeah. It's
Really?
Spiced it up. Really looks really nice. I like the ring. You know,
Quick,
like the ring.
Quickcast did some good work.
Well, that turnbuckle.
that turnbuckle.
All right.
I'm colossal. I don't do a lot of stuff off the top.
Yeah, he can't climb the ropes like that.
No, it's for the small guys.
Yeah,
Over here.
he's bigger than Juba, for Christ's sake.
Juba, nothing.
Not
give me a
only-
break. Juba's what, 5'6", 5'7"?
You and I have something in common, don't you know?
What is that?
We both survived Juba.
Not only did I survive, I thrived, and I went out to beat him a couple of times.
See?
All right,
You guys are lucky Juba's in England, man.
he should stay there for his own good.
You should stay there. I like
Yeah.
Juba's on a plane coming back from England. Although I heard it this morning, it was stuck because I don't know. They thought he was carrying some like pets or firearms or something. I don't know.
Really, I was actually coming back from a flight from Tampa this past weekend, and I thought I was on a roller coaster. That thing was all over the place. It was all over the place. That plane. But yeah, I got to give shout out to Delta. They got us back safe. People were bitching and complaining. Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Look, let's be happy that we got to one place in one
Right,
piece.
and you can
Like,
put
what
your
are you
feet on
bitching
the
about?
ground again.
Like, by God, like, be happy that you survived this terror that was like we went right into a storm. We ended up going stuck on the runway at Tampa for about 25-30 minutes, waiting for the storm to go through, which it looked like it never was going to happen. We get on the flight, and just the bumpiest flight you've ever felt in your life. I mean, I thought like there was so much turbulence. I thought I was on like Scream Machine at Great Adventure.
Like were you screaming at the clouds like I'm better than you?
No, I was calm. I mean, the people next to me were freaking out.
Yeah,
I was looking at them, but it really, I said to myself, I don't know, man. And it's I guess am I allowed to curse? I don't want to curse. I don't have a curse. But,
You can curse a little.
well, I'm not gonna curse.
All right, now
I'm
there
a
we go.
classy guy, and I don't do that sort of thing. But I think I always say to myself, it's a messed up thing to think about. But I said the worst thing that could happen is I die. And if it like.
Scary way.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just that's when I go into like the ring and I go in there and I know I'm going in there with guys that are like hard hitters, stuff like that. I say to myself that all the time. That's the way I get in my head. I go, the worst thing that could happen to me tonight is that I die in the ring. And I don't know. I know it's probably like a little convoluted, a little bizarre thinking, but that's just the way I think. So that way I get it out of my head about the risk and the fear of something happening. Is that I say to myself, that's it. This is the worst thing that can happen to me. And knock on wood, man. Like I've been doing this for too long. I started training when I was 15, and I'm 34 now. And so thank goodness I haven't had anything happen.
Really?
Major, no.
Nothing major?
No,
Oh,
black
wow.
eyes. I busted my tailbone. That's it.
Oh, yeah. I remember you were saying
I
something about
couldn't
it.
sit for a fucking week. Sorry.
Man.
It was bad, man. I couldn't sit for a week. I mean, I remember, if it was 2 weeks, I used to do a springboard somersault leg drop, and I just landed it wrong one night, and just my tailbone, it was a bruise. It was a bruise, and it felt like death.
Well, tailbones are like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't even need them anymore. I don't.
We don't even need tailbones. Well, it's funny that I see you have a list of shows, and we actually plugged some of those shows. But tell us what shows you're going to be on to tell the world. Like he actually did a little list, but no, you got to tell.
Yeah, a pretty good lister.
We got run sheets this time.
Yeah, we got-
Whoa.
Like when you were on when we were just audio, like it was like all right, just go.
Just go.
Yeah.
On the fly, which you guys are good at.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, Sean. I'll give you, and I'll give Ryan. And I'll give,
Don't give Ryan anything. He ain't
No,
here.
he's not here.
He's listening because he
not-
keeps
yeah.
shooting, he keeps shooting me text messages
What's he saying?
that your mic was off and go ahead, yeah, you can look, go ahead. That your mic was off and it was driving him crazy. But I mean, whatever.
Can you still hear him though?
Yeah, he could hear him, but it was like really low, I guess, because he wasn't in front of his mic.
Well, regardless, I see you have House of Hardcore up there. Which show is that? It's Australia, huh? They're going to.
Well, they just announced a show on Long Island.
Yes, I'm aware of that. And a building that I think was supposed to go some. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I remember speaking to it for a certain company that I used to work for to get that building. They said they wouldn't run wrestling there anymore. Good for them though.
Yeah.
Good that happened.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah, at the sports arena.
Yeah, over in Lake Grove, is that or
St. James.
St.
St.
James,
James?
yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, so what shows you got? I got to run us
I have a
down.
couple of shows.
Look at
Oh,
this.
he's got it written down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to write them down because my memory's really bad.
He came with a run sheet too.
I was doing this literally as I was driving. Guys, do not do that.
Do not do that. He didn't cause the
I
accident,
didn't cause the accident.
but
I was on the other side of the road.
he will save the accident.
Yeah. I guess. So yeah, I was writing this on the way here, and I forgot. Hopefully, I didn't forget anybody. But got Warriors of Wrestling over at 3555 Victory Boulevard, Fun Station,
Yeah.
Staten Island, New York.
Listen, everybody, you got to go to these Staten Island shows because
are great, man.
they're great. I will.
Wow is always great.
It's the facility's awesome, and when you're done with the show, if you're hungry, go to the diner down the block.
And
It's
you know
great.
the irony of that building. You guys know the irony to that building.
What is the irony about it?
The irony about that building is that it's located inside of a fun station, which is like a kids, place,
Yeah.
arcades and all that stuff, right in the same parking lot,
Oh yeah,
the strip club.
absolutely. I've never been to that strip club, but I've seen people walk.
That
across
he's
the street.
admitted to.
Yeah,
That he's admitted to.
yeah. I think you have.
I've
You're
not
the
been.
kind of guy who goes to a strip club.
I
Don't
do
like
I?
to- Don't like to generalize.
do I do I?
You're like the standing on the
beard.
table, dollar
Is the
bills.
beard?
yo.
Is the beard? Strip club beard? But I've seen people walk out and
You
go
have the
across
black
the street.
trench coat with
Black-
the big hat.
I disguise myself, glasses.
Nobody knows who you are. I can see it.
Yeah, I go. Me and him.
I can see it.
Me, I've never
Trench
been to
coat
a
and
strip club.
everything.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll bust you.
Bust me
Or
if I'm
you'll
gonna
bust
go
you,
there.
like, going out to the strip club after the Wild show.
Yeah, I think I've seen. Who did I see you wrestle there once? I think were you in
I
the
beat up
Rumble?
Chuba
Chuba there.
I beat up TJ Marconi.
You were in the Rumble too, like last summer. Was it last summer you were in that Rumble? Oh no.
Oh, maybe I was. Yeah.
I see you all over the place,
Yeah,
man. You're everywhere.
I'm trying, man. Like, like I say, like I'm not the guy who like does the politics and the BS with that, man. I go
Yeah.
in there and do my job, and that's always since day one. Since I started training at 15 years old, I've just go in there and I just give it my all, man. Whatever needs to be done to get the business taken care of. That's what I'm there for, man. And that's I don't know how much easier I could put it, but that's
There.
it. And like
He
but
does it for the
I'll
love.
give Warriors, all the credit, man. They really took into me, and Joey B and those guys have been very receptive, because for the longest time I've considered myself an outsider there, and they've really try to get me, welcome me to the family there. It is like a big family.
Yeah, it's really nice there over there.
Because it's a lot of the same guys.
Yeah.
Darius Carter, Riley, Rupert Riley, Logan Black, all those guys on a regular basis
Yeah.
are competing.
And it's super cool to see all those guys in other shows, like the family travels, but like that's like their home base.
I don't travel with anybody, man.
No,
travel
I know,
myself.
yeah, I know you do. I know you do. But I mean, I feel like a lot of the Warriors of wrestling guys, you'll see pop up in other promotions, and like, like and people like, those are the Warrior guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's like that, as you just said, it's like a family. Like they're like the main six there. Like, you know what I mean? Like the top six.
You got a couple guys that are doing all their things. There, Rube O'Reilly, you can't deny the guy's been doing a lot.
No.
But I have my own thoughts about that guy.
Really?
You're wrestling on that, Joe?
This coming weekend, Jose, this kid Jose.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, I know what his whole deal was for the longest time. He wanted to, he's out in the crowd, which I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking to myself, like, this guy's out here, trying to get himself noticed with the fans, and he's finally getting noticed.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Saturday, he's facing me, and it's gonna be a rude awakening.
Getting notices to get him in trouble. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm gonna remember back to when he was in the crowd begging, pleading, and the fans were like going nuts over him, which annoyed me to no end. And I'm gonna take out that frustration on Saturday.
Book Jose, right? That was the hashtag.
He's booked now.
He's booked now.
He's gonna wish he wasn't
Booked.
after the Saturday.
Unbook Jose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna every power move you can think of. I'm just gonna make my way.
Everything. You're gonna throw him off that
Like this,
turnbuckle.
it will be longer than this list.
There you
Off the
go.
top rope.
Off the
There's
one of
4
the.
ropes or that.
I think we're in a boxing ring. Actually, I think we're in a boxing ring.
Yeah, well,
I'm okay with that. I've trained in boxing.
what's wrong? What's
That's
wrong with
stiff,
4
man.
ropes?
We're gonna be in a boxing fight, by the way. What else?
The next one we have Law, no relation to me.
Oh, I
See, I was gonna try to do this crazy little thing, and it's not gonna happen, unfortunately, because it just can't work. Like time-wise, there are 3 shows. There are a lot of shows going on June 25th.
Yeah, there are.
Alone, like
a big weekend.
there's Law in Brooklyn, Legendary Action Wrestling. There's BCW Recombination Wrestling over in Queens, and then there's Next Level, with my buddy
Right.
Steve Huey and etc. So there's 3 shows. My plan of attack was to do all 3 in one night and get it done.
No.
I've done stuff like this before just to test to see if I could do it, and I've done like ridiculous things where I've done a show in Brooklyn and then go to Jersey, like all the way to Jersey and South Jersey and do a show out there. Never had a problem, but this one would be tough, man, because just the time schedule wise, I was trying to get Law, Bree, then finish off at Next Level, but it just time wise, it's not possible. Man. My worst opponent will be the Bell Parkway that night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just decided to do that.
So you're doing Law and Next Level that day.
I am. I actually wrote. Okay, so Next Level. We have Law first.
Yeah.
They're out in Brooklyn over at St. Athanasius. Like, sorry, I never heard of this saint, and I went to Catholic my entire life. I never heard of him or her. And it's 6120 Bay Parkway in Brooklyn, New York. So I'll start off the night there. I believe I'm facing the Zombie King.
Okay.
Junior
The king.
Flo-
The
Junior
king
Flo.
of zombie.
Yeah,
King of
Junior
zombie.
Flo. He's good, man. Like, you know what? I'll say this. Like, I've seen some of his stuff. His work, and he's impressive, man. Like, he's not me. Let's not kid ourselves.
Who else can be colossal?
No, not him. But the
Not
fact
me.
is, he's impressive, and I think he has a championship. Could be wrong. But in my opinion, like that to me is a challenge. You know what I mean? Is as a performer, as an athlete, to be the guy that people remembered.
Yeah.
Like Zombie King, Junior Flo. I respect the guy, man. Like he's paid his dude, he's busted his ass. But to me, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He will be an afterthought because people are gonna talk about me. And that's the goal. That's my goal every time I go out there. Is that you guys can do your thing. I respect anybody who gets in the ring and does what we do deserves the respect.
Mhm.
The utmost respect.
Right.
But do it seriously. I'm not talking about some of these clowns that go in there and they want to wrestle in the yard and come in and think they're the God's gift to the wrestling industry, which is so bogus. But I'm talking about the guys who put in the training, paying your dues, putting the rings, taking the rings down. Doing what you need to do to really appreciate what we do in this business. Those are the guys that I respect, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they do all that stuff. They can get in there. They can do every high-flying move. They can do every single thing that they are capable of doing. People, at the end of the day, my goal is to have them remember who I am, and that's Klaus Michael. It's not just me believing that I'm 6'7", 625 stones. That's all good and great. That's all good and great, and I truly do believe.
I can't believe we were able to fit you in camera with the two of us.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know,
Well, he's got the wide shot going on right now, and also this is all coming from a 20-year vet. Almost,
I kind of look like I robbed the bank just now.
or
or
well,
or a 7-Eleven.
or you saved
Way there.
or saving a bunch of people from a car accident, which
Right,
you did. He
right.
dragged people from that accident. You cleaned up good.
I did. They were out in a couple.
Crunched
seconds.
you got a thirst from that, man.
So who are you wrestling in Next Level?
Next
Oh,
level,
boy.
'Cause we're gonna be there with-
initially. I don't know if you guys heard the news. So initially, it was
I'm taking the mic off the
versus
table.
The Max Caster.
Oh
I hate
yeah.
that guy.
Oh,
Like,
he,
I-
the former Creator Pro champion. The show I was supposed to go to, he lost the title. He lost the title. I forgot to who he lost it to somebody.
He lost it to Mario Bacaro.
Oh wow, yes.
Made no sense. But like, this is how goofy this guy is. Like, and you know what, man? I'll say this first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
The dude put up a fight because as champion, he beat guys like Kai Katana, Robbie.
Yeah.
Established. You know what I'm saying? Like Kai Katana's a dude that is going places.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so for me, a guy like Max Caster to beat him, all fair. Like, he beat him, and to me, like, as a performer, I could respect that, because
Yeah.
if you can go guys like Robbie and Kai Katana, and even though he lost to Mario Bacaro, who's been doing this for a long time, is excellent. The fact that he could stand in there, I respect that.
Yeah.
But the one job this guy had to do was retain his championship, so that way I could beat him for it at Next Level, and he couldn't do that. He couldn't even do that.
So either way, the outcome's gonna.
You're killing me
Either way, the outcome's gonna be the same. You're gonna win this match either way.
in my sleep.
Yeah, in your
Okay?
sleep.
I mean, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years
Yeah.
off and on experience against a guy who's just coming up, man. Again, at the end of the day, my goal more than anything is that people remember who I am. And
There you go.
after June 25th, I leave no doubt that the fans in Deer Park will remember who I am. Not so much Max Caster, I don't know. He's like that lovable doofus.
Well, it's funny you say like he beat Kakatana, and styles make fights. It doesn't matter who you beat; it's what you do that night in the ring. It doesn't matter what your record is. It doesn't matter who you beat before. It matters. Styles make fights.
I like, you know what, man, and I couldn't agree with that more. You know what I mean? It makes for exciting fights and,
Yeah.
and exciting matches, man. Like, to me, I kind of, in my mind, like, I pride myself in the fact that, like, I can go in there against any style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I could do the lucha libre, and I could do the brawling, I could do the high flying, I could do the technical stuff. Do
Yeah.
I prefer technical and power moves? Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, like, that's my forte. Why wouldn't I? Like, why go against the grain? But to me, like, that to me what makes some of these matches exciting
Yeah.
this month, because I'm facing guys with all different styles, all different backgrounds, and that to me, like you said, makes the matches more
Yeah.
intriguing.
I'm gonna pitch a scenario to you.
Shoot.
Next Level has their world title. Whenever that happens, who's gonna be the first Next Level champion?
Me?
You're gonna do it.
I mean,
There it is.
Go.
I don't know if that really
You
gets
heard it
That's
here
what I was
first.
looking
Good
for.
question.
No, I wanted to see.
No,
I wanted to
man,
see. I
like,
want you. Come
I
on,
don't know.
man.
Juba's in a lot of main events, though.
This guy's beat Juba before.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
you
He's
know,
on a plane right
I'd say
now.
we're pretty even. Yeah, I mean, and his
Blood feud.
Yeah, blood feud.
Blood.
You know what? I can't stand Juba for this reason.
Oh boy.
Um,
I feel you need multiple mics for this.
yeah, it could be. He's a guy that it might come off the wrong way, and I don't care, but because, like, at the end of the day, man, this is my feelings, and I feel he's the kind of guy who's kind of been handed a lot to him, and I've had to work my ass off to get everything I've had in this industry, man. Like, I used to help run a company called FW a couple of years back, and help put that on the map
Okay.
along with some of the other guys. So I'm not gonna take sole responsibility, but anything, and from the time I started training at 15 till now, everything I've had to do, I've had to bust my ass, I've had to network, I've had to speak, I had to like do my thing. And to me, I see a guy like Juba go out there, and you know what, man, like, the guy's talented. I'm not gonna shit on his talent. Like, guy's talented, but at the same time, to me, I feel like he's just been given stuff, man.
Okay.
Like the tag team title shot he had with him and Gangone had against Private Party at FTW. Like, why? Like, I was Gangone's tag team partner.
Yeah.
And we were tag team champions. I didn't get my rematch.
Who's that TW Tag Team Champions now?
Private Party.
Private Party
Yeah.
on.
it's
Oh,
like Cassidy,
whoa.
Mark Quinn. Believe me, you're as surprised as I am.
I was there. I was at that match when you and Gango won the titles.
Yeah.
It was one of those. You guys look surprised. It was a crazy fight.
It was nuts, man. That night, it just a lot of stuff happened, and just we came out on top, and
Sharing one title belt too, you guys.
for the longest time, FTW Tag Team Champions consisted of one champion.
You did it.
Brilliant.
Man,
but yeah, next level, man. That's 435 Brook Avenue, Deer Park, New York. That's the NYWC arena for those of you who do not know that landmark at this point.
We're gonna be there doing a pre-show.
Yeah, the whole day we'll be there doing. You come on this bus. You cut.
Yeah.
You do.
I'm gonna be on the bus.
You know what? You're gonna be on this bus.
The boys at
Anyhow,
Quick
baby.
Cast are gonna be there.
No, I don't know. Maybe through that door. I know there's pizza.
Yeah. And a stripper pole, I've heard.
Okay.
But if you besides this lovely gentleman being on that show, the production of these next level shows are great. You get video packages, you get loud music, sometimes you get band streams. It's a fun night. It's a fun night, these shows, and everyone should go to Next Level Wrestling for sure.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, that's a big thing for me, man. Like, the production value. Like, everybody does a show.
Yeah.
How many shows, Sean? How many shows?
Many.
Many
you guys-
shows.
You guys see on a regular basis. The thing that I preach is do something to stand out from everybody else, whether it's the way you market your talent, whether it's the production value, do something that nobody else is doing, So many companies run at the NYWC arena because it's a great facility.
Especially since the update. The update,
ramp and everything.
it looks insane. Looks so good.
So, but the thing I've been telling these guys is just stick out, man. Like if you're gonna be running against all these shows, you better have something that's gonna make you like stand out, because the average wrestling fan doesn't know that like the indie guys as much as they know a guy like in the WWE. Like the average indie fan, in terms of like the fans that are coming in from like I should say probably more along like the WWE fans don't know what indie wrestling. Indie fans know what indie wrestling is.
Yeah.
They're like hardcore fans anyway, and they're gonna come to your shows. The only thing is you want to appeal to a broader audience, and so by getting whether it's a production value, backstage vignettes, all that stuff, that's all a package that you introduce to the fans, so that way it says, oh wow, that's different. I never seen that before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back now. I saw that guy. I like that guy. I'm gonna come back and see him. It's an overall, production, and that's what more and more companies need to take advantage of, especially NYWC Arena. That place is prime for having a great show and drawing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're gonna be there doing a pre-show.
There you go.
Okay, now when you say is it you and is Ryan gonna show up?
Ryan's gonna be there.
Ryan is wrestling.
No, he's here right now. He texted me a couple times. I just saw his text message. My mic was off.
Yeah. What does he want? Tell him to call in if he has a problem.
Here's the guy.
Doing this.
He's too busy being awesome right now. We have 3 minutes left on the audio stream, but if Mike's got more to talk, can we do it on the video stream if he's got more?
Yeah, John says go.
Yeah. Keep going. I want you to.
July 10th, I gotta give a quick shout out, even though it's a while away. Is Wrestlers Laboratory over in Brooklyn and Safe Shit
shaking.
Bars. And,
Notice how he's like kind of bouncing.
yeah, I'm all caffeinated up. I mean, like, I have almost an illegal amount of caffeine in me right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
How
healthy.
with that big frame? You're like what, 250 stones, and you got that much caffeine in you?
625 stones.
Okay.
And my God, let me tell you that the caffeine that I intake on a daily basis would kill the average man.
Wow.
I have that in my mind.
You were drinking some of that. Was that C4 just now? You're drinking.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's like on a long list of
Look
stuff.
at you.
Like, that's like the end.
That's the end.
That was.
That's what you drink to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what you clean up your sinuses. I get it.
More puts me to sleep, guys.
Oh,
That's what it
wow.
does. But yeah, Wrestlers Laboratory. We have Chris Ruiz running that before the Tier 1 Spectacular over in Brooklyn on July 10th. And it's, like I said, same Finn Bars. 1830 Bath Avenue. Quick story about that. Haven't wrestled in that building in about 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, that the bath hall. You're
Bath Avenue.
Yeah, Bath Avenue.
What?
No. There's like no. I'm sorry. No. There's a venue in Brooklyn, the Bathhouse or whatever it was.
It's a venue?
No, whatever
That
it's
wrestling
called.
venue?
No, Evolve used to run it. I think I'm saying the wrong name. I saw a couple.
I know what you're talking about, but it's not the bad.
But I forgot what it's called.
That's
yeah.
weird.
That was
So
weird.
that's something different. That's a dream you had.
That's a dream. I have a lot of dreams. A lot of dreams.
So, but there, I think the goal what Chris is trying to do is kind of give the opportunity to a lot of guys that haven't gotten the fair shaft. Got opportunity. And I'll put it out there. I feel, and I have no problem saying this because I busted again my ass. I've been back. FW went out late last year, March 2015, and for the most part, for 3 years before that, I was just running the back, helping run the booking, all that stuff. And since then, I feel like I've really have busted my ass to not only get myself in better shape, but really put on performances and just really put together a good list of stuff that I've been doing this year. And so, yeah, I'll say it. I'm overlooked.
Okay.
I mean, if I don't mind saying myself, but I am overlooked. I feel that a lot of companies, with the exception of the ones that I mentioned, they obviously, know talent when they see it. And I think Chris is, banking on that. Guys like Steve Scott, Scott, who's been around as well, and is a young veteran and has been trained by Jay Lethal, one of the greatest out there right now.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Rush or Ryan Gallioni. I don't know which one he prefers.
A lot of names.
A lot of names. But there's a lot of guys out there, man, that, and not myself included, but I know, I see it, man. There's so much talent in the tri-state area that needs to move on up. And I'm talking about, the TNAs, the Ring of Honors, Evolve. The opportunity's there. And there are guys that are doing it in front of our very own eyes.
Yeah.
It just, to me, New York needs to go back to being taken back in 2004, 2005, 2002. Actually, if I date that a little bit earlier, when guys like Low Key and Homicide and the Hit Squad, SAT, Amazing Red, all those guys are doing incredible stuff for the New York indie scene. It's a thing of pride, man.
Yeah.
That's why we need to be at our best. It has nothing to do, at the end of the day, to me, it's a greater good. It's the fact that we need to be at our best to show that New York can't be messed with.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Boston guys, they're doing their thing. They're getting signed, The guys from Jersey, a lot of guys have potential there too.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, New York has so much talent that it's only a matter of time that we get seen again, the way we need to be seen, on a regular basis,
I feel like more than ever now, I feel like wrestling is for me, it's always been it's always been big for me. But for the first time in a long time, I feel like wrestling, there's a lot of debates if it's as big as it was in the late 90s, early 2000s, but it's for the first time in a long time that there's so much of it going on that there's more eyes to the industry in a long time. And I feel there's opportunities, whether it be WWE, Evolve, TNA, Ring of Honor, you said, people are getting signed to places more often, I feel. And I feel like there's more opportunities now there was a gap for a long time. And I feel like now if everyone, tri-state area wrestlers or anywhere, they need, this is the time to kind of do your best and get on any show. As you're saying, you're driving all over the state. Get as many shows as you can a night. Doesn't matter if it's 3 people there and you go to a show, there's 50 people. Get on as many shows as you can now.
I think right now it's about getting the brand out there and getting your name out there.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I just stumble across these things when I read them online occasionally. I say to myself, it's really weird. I think we're in a time where the paradigm shifting, where you have the old school mentality and the new school mentality clashing a lot.
It's a boom period,
and
right
people, and I think if there comes to that second organization, separate from NXT, separate from WWE, where they have the financial backing, you will see that boom period again.
Yeah,
and you'll see guys there is no other option but to up your game because everyone wants to get seen, and now you're seeing it. But I feel it's at such a small level. Even though it sounds weird because, like you said, it is everywhere, and there's so much, especially in the indies right now, I believe it's the opportunity to thrive and build audiences that you've never seen before. And I think we've touched just on an inkling of it, because to me, if once you get that big financial backer that says, hey, wrestling's cool again, let's do this, let's see what we can do, let's see if we can give you already have some of that. You have the Lucha Undergrounds, you have the Ring of Honors, Evolve, you have to an extent TNA. Obviously they have some stuff to work on, but the fact is, there's opportunities for everybody who's serious about doing this to go out there and get themselves seen.
It's we're recording on a Wednesday right now, and there's Wednesday nights 3 wrestling shows. I know, Ghost. but 3 shows are on right
The
now.
Ghost of Quick
and
Kiss.
plus, there's Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, and NXT are all on Wednesday nights. Like, when was the last time? Like, I think the rest of the wrestling industry has changed since even going as late as 2014 with all these like independent wrestlers getting these opportunities that are like, who would have thought in 2014? Like, I've been using the name like I'll use
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano would be on WWE and still be working independent shows. Ciampa being on WWE and TNA in the same night.
Yeah,
It-
I mean, I'll
it
give
is, yeah.
you know, and Deanna Purrazzo.
Oh,
a
she's
good
on there.
example.
Yeah,
Like, NXT, TNA,
Yeah.
ROH. So, you know, throwing out to some of the females out there as well. You know,
yeah,
there's a
she
lot of
was.
respect for
Yeah,
her.
it's a cool wrestling is right now. It's at a level it hasn't been in a long time. I feel like whether some people will debate about it, I think for the first time I'm seeing things that have been like taboo for a long time. Like people going from like
I
TNA,
agree.
look at all these TNA guys that are going to WWE. It's like,
Absolutely.
different. It's a
Eric
totally
Young,
different.
you can name it, Bobby Roode.
AJ Styles is feuding with John
Styles.
Cena right now
Like, who would have thought that?
in 2014.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know, and I think that's the thing, man. At the end of the day, it's just everyone has to up their game, man.
Yep.
Like I'm talking about training, you know, hitting the gym, you know, going and training to, you know, your style, making your style to be the best it can be. You know, you have to be able to at that point adapt with the evolution of what this industry's happening.
You know, and that's true too, because I don't think that a lot of independent wrestlers right now are really selling their brand or like themselves as much as they could be. I mean, you looked at Facebook like 3 or 4 years ago, and everybody, whether they could do it or not, whether it was the greatest thing on earth or whether it was like drinking sand, like we're cutting promos. And every year since like the height of it, which was like 3 or 4 years ago, the promos, the sheer number of promos have gone down.
I agree. I agree. I think, you know, it's twofold. I think, you know, one, I think that's up to I think the promoter really needs to put their foot down and say, look, this is what we need from you. All these companies that I mentioned before have said this is what we need from you, and you, as a viable, you know, wrestler, a performer, need to know that this is your job. You know, it's just not getting in. Like, I agree with you. It's not just getting in the ring and doing a bunch of moves. There's a lot more to this. You know? And that's the promos are one thing. The branding is another. You know, getting in the ring, you know, and doing, you know, the action obviously is the end all be all, I guess, of what we're trying to convey. But it's not the one thing.
Yeah.
Like the promo is like your target statement on your resume.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Good point.
And then your actual body of work is the meat of your resume.
I agree with that.
And I just think that nobody is selling themselves like they used to do.
You got to invest in yourself if you want to.
You've got examples like you cut a few promos. You got Lenardi who cuts a promo every other week almost. You know, and then you have people who you hear nothing from and no storyline in the indies ever advance.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to me, again, that really has to boil down to the promoter just putting their foot down and be like, hey.
But
you know,
should it fall as much as on the promoter as it should fall on the person on the wrestler themselves?
If they keep booking them, at some point they have to say, hey, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like that was my whole thing. Like I would have problems with like a lot of the names coming in and not doing stuff, and I'd be like, you know, you're being taken care of in a very good way.
Yeah.
And you know, that was my argument sometimes with using some of these guys, was that like if they're not doing anything to enhance like the story or the business of the organization, then what's the use? They're not helping, you know, like and to me, like, yeah, it does fall on the wrestler. It does fall on us as individuals, absolutely. At the end of the day though, the promoter is the one that is giving them the opportunity, and if they keep giving to them, then what does that tell everybody else? That doesn't matter. Because
Right.
if so-and-so is getting that opportunity time and time again, and they're not doing what they're told, then, well, why should I do it? I mean, I'll still get the booking, and I'll still get the opportunity. That's just my thing. Again, it varies. It's like everything else, and the big thing I was telling you before about, like the paradigm shift between, like, the old school and new school. Like, so many guys are, like, you know, kind of, like, ripping apart, like, that Osprey match with Ricochet.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last week.
And to me, it's like we're all artists, man. Like we're all out there, like the way I convey what I do is different from a way that like Osprey does, or
Yeah, everyone's different.
Everyone's so different, man. And to me, like, if we were all the same guy, if we were all the same style, if we were all the same mannerisms, if we were all the same like movesets, then it would be boring as shit, and nobody wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
The same people that were complaining in 2005 when the WWE all they did was like hire guys that were like 325 pounds of muscle and had no athletic ability and had no business being inside of a wrestling ring, are now complaining that these guys are doing outlandish stuff. At the end of the day, like the Joey Ryan spot with his thing and the Osprey match, all these guys are doing is they're conveying their like artistic freedom as independent performers.
Yeah.
And to me, that's everyone should be cool. It's not my cup of, it's not like
It's not everyone's cup of
my
tea.
thing, the Joey Ryan thing was, I felt weird watching. I got to be honest, I felt weird watching it after not my thing. But good for him. He got a deal out of it, and he got probably more notoriety than most guys. And he's been doing this for a
Very long time. Yeah, and it's no matter what. As wrestlers, if some wrestlers don't like that the style of the Osprey Ricochet match, don't like what Joey Ryan did, I happen to like both, and I think that every wrestler should be excited for those things because it's bringing eyes to the industry. Again, it's bringing both those things were trending on Twitter and Facebook. I was saying, you weren't here, but like 2 weeks ago when that hit the Osprey match, it was like I was getting my friends that were in bands that don't like wrestling. This is amazing. We're posting it, and I was like, everyone's like, oh my god, this is like, I'm reading down the comments like, this is insane. These guys are super talented, and it's like if you're not into the high flying style, if you are not a fan of that storytelling, it doesn't matter. It matters that you're watching two guys that are obviously very good at wrestling, that are well-known names among the industry that we follow, and now people that do not follow the industry are going on internet and going, wow, this is a great wrestling match. I want to look more about this guy.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like people are talking.
Yeah.
And whether it was Bischoff or Heyman, I don't know who said it, but or even Vince, if one of them said it, like, any press is good press.
Exactly.
Like the fact that you're able to get it. Like, and to me, it's not like the worst thing. I mean, there's been so many bad things that have happened in our industry that it's like, the fact that these guys are doing a lot more like flips and acrobatic stuff. That's the worst thing that can happen to our industry. I mean, have we not heard of some of the like stuff that happened to like with people getting murdered and dying? Like there's just so much stuff that has engulfed us in a negative light that these two guys, or even Joey Ryan or anybody else doing some of these things that are again different. It's not like I forgot who else. I think Johnny Cockstrong does the choke slam.
Yeah,
the imaginary choke slam.
Yeah, the forced choke slam.
It's not my thing, but you know what? Does he have every right to do that? Yeah, as an artist, yeah, absolutely, man. Because it's the same thing with music, same thing with like any form of art. You can't limit that. You can't, because then what happens is it closes and engulfs, and it becomes like it just becomes a niche. And the pro wrestling industry, there's a lot of money to be made, and if we make it just a niche, then there's it just limits our chances of making like money so that we can make a living off of this. We're all starving. I'm a starving artist, at the end of the day, like, we're just trying to get to that upper echelon, and if we limit it by saying, well, this is not good and you shouldn't watch that, and that style sucks and this guy sucks because he did that, then what you're doing is you're hurting everybody else's chances. You know what I mean? And
it just goes back to the branding that we were talking about. Hey, if it gets you over, then it gets you over. If it's going to get you those four extra bookings a month, then by all means you flip people with your penis.
I said, I just said, like, to me, like, it's always been in the back of my head, it's always been this: as long as it looks good and it's safe, so be it. I have a friend of mine, and I won't mention his name because he's actually not in a good spot himself right now, but he was such a talented athlete, an incredible flyer, but he hurt a lot of guys, you know. And he didn't. I don't think he intentionally ever went out of his way to hurt people, but you know, he just did a lot of things that were risky. And I mean, I was a victim. I mean, I didn't get knocked out cold, but I got hit so hard that I saw a flash of white, and the next thing I knew, he was coming at me. I didn't, from that second I got hit to the moment of impact till the time I saw him run at me, I had no idea what was going on.
Wow.
You know, so it's one of those things where, you know, to me, at the end of the day, like that's the most important stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we still have to get up and do this the next day. We still have to be able to, you know, see our families once, you know, weekends, or even if you're doing more, obviously 5 days a week, whatever the case may be. Like, you know, this is a performance, and we're artists, and to me, like, you shouldn't limit that, man. If people limited guys like Michael Jackson, Prince, you know, God rest his soul too, Muhammad Ali, with the stuff they did and said and performed, like, we would not be able to see some of the greatest stuff we've seen in our lifetime. You know, everything, you know, from the time that, you know, man, you know, evolved, it's just been that way, and we can't limit it. To me, like, wrestling is wrestling. It's a form of entertainment. It's a form of art. People are like, oh, don't call it art. It's wrestling. It's pro wrestling.
No,
Well,
it's
what the hell's
art.
wrong with, like, okay, so we could call mixed martial arts, which we all know
Arts.
for its legitimacy and the fact that guys are legitimate. We could call that like arts, mixed martial arts. No problem. No one's ever going to bat an eye. Say, you know, call it fighting, you know. But, like, pro wrestling can't be considered an art. Weird to me.
Yeah.
Weird to me.
Weird because art entertains.
Yeah, and I was saying before you got here about, especially with like the UFC over the weekend, if you're familiar with what happened with Michael Bisping, that story is beautiful. Like, that's like a beautiful, like, it's a beautiful, the guy that didn't get a shot for 10 years, gets a title shot on a 9 days notice,
And, yeah.
wins. Guy came from nothing. Gets a title. He's been looked over for years and gets his. Who knows? It might not be short, but that's what I'm saying. That's a story, and people look at it like, oh, that's a great story. People should look at wrestling like that too. Wrestling is an art.
That's
It's
it,
an art
man.
form.
That's what we're basically doing for people who don't get it.
Yeah.
Which is always weird because it's like the people who are like supposedly intelligent that always question, like, how can you watch that stuff, or how can you do that stuff, and you know, it's don't you know this? No, yes, like I've been around the business for 15, 16 years. I don't have a clue as to what this is. Like, we all get it, but the fact is, if we have to explain to you what it is, and that it's an entertainment, form of entertainment, a form of art, then you're probably not as intelligent as you think you are.
That's true, though, because if you got to break that fourth wall of people, listen, all right, they're getting hit in the head with steel chairs, but not really. But they're going to get up. You just let it happen. Just watch. They're going to get up. You know, and like, there's it's just a whole art to it.
Yeah.
And there's always been.
Well,
It's always been.
well, if I'm not sure if we got to wrap up or anything, but is there anything else that you wanted to plug? Because that was a beautiful.
I try. I know. I apologize for getting here.
No,
late. Had to save some lives.
No,
No,
that's
it's
why.
good. It's good. You saved some
That's why I
lives.
say keep this. That's why I said keep this.
You know, you flex a muscle
And
and you got it done.
do you anything else you want to add about your booking? Anything? Any
You know
person you wanna
what?
call out?
Just reach out to me, man. Colossal Mike Law on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I get freaking requests all the time from these people I don't
Yeah.
know, which is good.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I wonder, you know, like, what's going on, because some of these guys are asking me for like my ring gear. I don't know if like that's like something new. Like, I'm selling my ring gear. No, I'm not selling my ring gear. I need it. You know, I kind of need it. I would say. You know.
Wow.
At Colossal Mike Law on Twitter. Oh no, at I Sabotage You. Sorry, I haven't changed it yet.
Yeah.
You know, on Twitter, I lowercase sabotage, all uppercase. You, the letter U.
Do you have any like reels online? A good like video?
I'm working on it.
There
I'm
you
working,
go.
You know what?
Get it
Again,
done.
it goes back to Sean said, you gotta brand yourself. It's an investment in yourself, you know what I mean? Like, I think my biggest problem for the longest time has been mental.
Yeah.
On my end, where it's been more of me probably having a lot of issues with like confidence, stuff like that. Because, you know, when you're coming up in this business, there's so much stuff that's said and promised, and things don't happen, they don't fall into place, that you kind of become jaded.
Yeah.
And then like, again, when I took on the other company, when I took on a company like FW, and I was helping build that brand up, and we were doing so well, and we had so much promise and getting potential TV and all that stuff, and it didn't happen. I think it like back in. Like I was trying to have a good time. Now I'm just really having a good time, man. Like I feel like this past year has been the most fun I've ever had in this industry. And again, I've been just since I was 15 years old. I started training in Bed-Stuy, and to me, that's the most important thing. I'm having fun. I'm getting the opportunities that I wasn't getting before because I wasn't really in the game. Like I was on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
But now, now it's time to expand, man. Like I'm just looking to go out and bust my ass, work harder than I've worked harder as before, and just keep trucking along, man. Just see my name out everywhere.
If you're watching this, see this man wrestle.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Watch great talent. Follow. If he's doing 10 shows a night, you go to these 10 shows. You
I'll
want
do
to
them all. I'll do them.
You'll
I'm
do
a
them
big
all.
guy.
Or at least 9 of them, because
the most I ever did was 3 in one night. Well, one day. I did a show in Ohio. It was like an afternoon show, like 2:00. Then I did a show in Pittsburgh. No, West Virginia.
Where in Ohio?
It's all borderline. It's like Bel Air.
Okay.
Bel Air, and then there's it's West Virginia, like slack.
Yeah,
You
it's
can literally step. Brilliant, Ohio. That's it.
Okay.
It's like you can literally step one foot in West Virginia, the other in Ohio.
Okay.
That's how close they are.
I'm from the music world, so I'm looking at my old touring route. So
Okay, that's a good route.
That's a good route.
You're gonna meet a lot of interesting people down
Yeah.
there. And then Pittsburgh the other night.
And then where was the third date?
No, it was three shows in one night.
Oh wow. Okay.
Only I could do that.
Only
Not you.
I can't.
Not him,
because
not
he's
that guy.
colossal.
Yeah,
It is.
I could do it, not you.
No, I can't do it. I will be. I'll be
Sean.
I couldn't do that. I probably couldn't even run around
I
the
wanted
ring
to
twice.
do it, but you know what? In all respect to the promoters and everything, which I certainly appreciate the opportunity, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like I said, at the end of the day, like I'm a person of my word, and if I said I was going to appear somewhere, I'll be there. And on June 25th, I'll be at Law,
There you go.
7 p.m. Starting time, and then I'll be at Next Level. And
Look at you.
I plan on winning both matches.
Give this man a title.
Already, please. I'm begging you.
Take us out.
deserve it.
You sign us off.
Wait, before he signs us off,
Who am I signing off?
you see, it's Mike Wagner from Quick Cast's birthday today.
Oh, is it? Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday.
I like that
So
guy.
we want to give him a shout out from his girlfriend.
Oh. Nice bit. Nice, solid bit.
I like it.
That was a good bit. Take us
By
out.
the way, Mike's girlfriend will be available for private dances later.
Oh my goodness. Watch yourself, brother.
We have CD, we have Sean Walsh here, and we have the Colossal Mike Law signing off, running radio.
Yeah.
Dude, this is Running Radio. Get in, get over.
Quick cast. Good show, guys. I don't know.
9:37.
You guys killed it, honestly.
I wanted him to keep on going. I was like.